Okay, welcome to the fear.
I hate to say this, but this place is getting to me. I think I'm getting the fear.
Why do I have the fear? Because these shoes, North Face Hedgehog Hike Mid Gore-Tex, I don't remember what they're called, have given me the fear in a very vicious way, and I'll show you what they've done. If you like the intro, like the video, helps me. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so this is the best boot I've ever had. It's just great. Very, very comfortable. I mean, this is what it looks like after about 6 months daily use, very heavy usage. And if I just take a cloth and wipe it down quick with a bit of alcohol. So we've got the coronavirus going on. An excuse to carry something with high alcohol content in a spray bottle. This is actual leather, this piece and this piece, which I actually don't like. It's one of my few criticisms of the boot, but that's just after a wipe, and after a bit of polish they look great. After extreme use, really, just every day, all day. I'm on my feet sometimes like 5, 6, 7 hours a day, 3 or 4 of those hours with like a heavy backpack, riding old heavy steel bicycles around, and I'm not super light guy, so this is what they look like after 6 months of use. And, after a bit of polish they look basically good. This cracking in the leather is because I didn't realize that it was genuine leather, and I let it dry out a bit over winter too much. Oh damn, well, I let it dry out. It seems like way too much, but that is one of my criticisms of the boot. I wish that this wasn't genuine leather, because nothing else is deteriorating faster than this leather, and honestly it's not that easy to keep boots clean when you're outside. So make it out of fake leather, please. The same boot. And then the second criticism, and the main reason why I have the fear, is this is I bought that. See this? A very nice smooth lining. Then they stitched it at the back, right at the back. Okay, now every shoemaker will know that this is the highest pressure point in the whole shoe, right at the back, behind the heel. When you walk up heels, when you do anything with your full body weight, the pressure concentrates right at the back. And you can see that because the bluing is only there where my sock and heel have pressed repeatedly at high pressure against this seam. So this, begs the question, why did they make this seam here? They could have done it there, or they could have split it up and done it in both sides, or they could have done it and then faced it with something. Anyway, inevitably, this thing is not handling the pressures that it's being subjected to. So it's ripping open, and I have to now do some kind of MacGyver thing with some old nylon that I got from my girlfriend's old nightgown, I think it was, and I have to glue it in there, reinforce the inside of this heel to avoid this thing ripping open, which, also means that I would be avoiding me going into some kind of hysterical frenzy, because these are my favorite boots, and I don't understand why they should be destroyed by a design flaw. This is a design flaw. You cannot tell me that the North Face, guys that are professional boot designers and make boots for people that climb Everest, you can't tell me that they don't know that the heel is where the concentration of pressure is in a shoe. Because everyone knows this. If you go to any cobbler, any guy that knows anything about shoe design, and ask them where's the highest point, they'll say the toe, because they want to make sure that you don't buy the shoe too small, because that can be very irritating. And people feel that the most, and people get bunions and everything from the toe. But from the shoe's perspective, the highest pressure is at the heel. So anyway, I've already done the second shoe. Well, this is the second out of 2. whatever, and it looks like this. Basically looks like a piece of shit, to be quite honest with you. But I don't know if I care, because no one can see it, and as long as it holds, the question is, will the SHOEGOO, this old, apparently, fake rubber with naphtha inside, will this hold? I used this for, what did I buy this for? To repair something in the heel, in a sole. To plug up a hole that started developing in one of my sneaker holes. And I just wanted to see what it's used for. I kind of like it. If it can do this job, then I love it. But I kind of think that a specialist glue might be better. Then I read about what this what this liner material probably is. It's probably a nylon or polyester. Couldn't find it exactly. Here it just says it's a textile. But I guess it's nylon. So that's the first shoe, and I'm going to show you what I did to try and do the second shoe. I'm going to try to do it slightly more neatly. I don't really think that's going to last very long, but even if it just lasts, ooh, my secret. Yeah, gotta. Yeah, just because I don't want anyone to ask me what I'm doing, because I don't want anyone to talk to me, to be honest. So I'm cutting a piece of this. This is a polyester. I don't know what grade, I don't know what weave. It's not the tightest weave, it's not very thick. It's just from literally a woman's nightgown. This is the liner material from a woman's nightgown, which my girlfriend probably was planning to throw away, or said she was, and now it's cut up into pieces and will go into my shoes. So that's that. Anyway, I'm cutting a piece that I think will be the right size. This is going to be the top, and then I'm cutting these V's at the bottom so that this part should be underneath the insole, and then yeah, they should bend into each other better or whatever. I don't know. I saw it on a YouTube video. Some cobbler in Australia was talking about gluing this in, and he had these things cut in the bottom there. Or some French guy, I don't remember. Watch 2 videos. But 2 videos means you watch 2 videos, you're an expert. I'm an expert at this now. I've already done one. So what the hell's your problem? Okay, now let's do it. So, welcome to the laboratory. The inside is scuffed up. I'm going to keep that on the inside, because I want this to be smooth like velvet. And give you a size estimate. I made it a bit longer because I figured I can always cut the top off. It's absolute nightmare to get this in there. A stiffer material would be much better, but I haven't got a more stiff material. And after this, what I'm going to do is stop talking and just glue it in as best I can, and you can see what a goddamn nightmare this is. So let's go. Okay, watch the nightmare now. So the general concept is that glue on this goes inside. The V's allow it to fold nicely underneath. As you can see, the material is not sturdy enough to let those work, and I don't have delicate enough hands to do it. Then this goes inside the shoe, and then these V's should be nicely, engineered to fold into each other, which there's no way that they'll do this underneath the insole. That should hold it in, because I never take this insole out. And then and the glue, and with the help of Jesus, we will prevail, you know what I mean? Or whoever you want, I'll take anybody's help. At this point, I'll take anybody's help at any point. At most points. Alright. Oh my god. I like SHOEGOO. I don't know why. I like the sturdiness of it. I like that it comes in a old-fashioned, environmentally not friendly tube, because all these new tubes, you know, just freaking, you buy freaking toothpaste, and the tube isn't so environmentally friendly that, I mean, at least in Europe, where I am, that the thing falls apart before you're done using it. Starts to, it's so degradable that it degrades before it's done holding the freaking, you know. Okay, so then I took a stick, you know, back when I was learning how to do this, which was a while ago, probably about an hour ago, you know, with the first shoe. And then I just, oh god damn it, this should be kept clean. Nightmare. That's why I got the fear, I'm telling you. Okay. And now, yeah. The bottom first. Oh my god, I didn't clean the shoe. Fine. The first shoe I cleaned with alcohol. This shoe I haven't remembered to clean. Let's just pray to God that this works. You know? Or anyone. Like I said, anyone. Anyone. Pray to anyone. Anybody. Just help me. Okay. So, the idea was that I do the bottom glue first, because then I can roll the thing upwards, which is very theoretical. But basically it was easier to get glue into the upper sections than it was to get it into the bottom sections. You know, obviously a plastic spatula would be probably better for this. But there we go, you know, we're getting it. This is all estimations, and I'm going to stop. And try to stop in like a straight line, so that I can fold it and then add more glue. And at the bottom, try to get a lot of glue in the bottom there. At least enough for those perfectly engineered triangles. Okay. Alright, so we got it, it's done. The expert application is done. Now remember, rough side outside. I mean rough side inside. You know. Alright, you don't need to use a woman's nightgown for this. You can use any polyester. Probably. Everything I say is with zero guarantee in this video. Zero. Absolutely zero. So you can do anything you want. I'm going to try to estimate that it should be about there. And now the hell begins. You gotta try to squeeze it in the middle and then roll it out. The bottom might need more, but just press from the middle. You're trying to work the glue kind of to the sides whilst smoothing the fabric. Don't pull the fabric so much that you pull it off the center. Oh, God help me. I mean, I do have another pair of these shoes at home, brand new. But if you think I'm going to switch to those boots before these ones are totally dead, you don't know nothing. Now we got glue on the wrong side. Now, this is another thing that I need to avoid. Don't get glue on the top. I did that the first shoe, and then it started sticking to my sock. It started being a bad thing. Try to keep the top glue free. Okay, so it's somewhat in place. Now the process of rolling. You're trying to force the glue into both fabrics from the inside and force it to the edge. It looks better than the first one. This upper section, like I mentioned, has not been glued yet, so there you can see it really all the way, forced all the way out. There's quite a lot of pressure required to do this. Obviously, somehow I got way too much glue on that side. That's just too much. So I'm gonna just get that out. Or try to get some of it out. Or maybe try to reposition it down to the bottom. This SHOEGOO is so thick. It's really not that easy to reposition. Let's try anyway. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, I moved the fabric. That's the wrong thing to do. Okay. Now once you feel the glue has come kind of through the fabric, you can feel it on your fingers, then stop. Stop pressing it. Alright, let's just... I really gotta get this out of here. Okay. Now the top. Oh god. Okay, let's stop. Reset. If you have more patience, then it's better. It's easier to do. And then we are going to apply a big glob in the middle. And then we're going to try to kind of, I don't even know, this, I feel like this specific hand movement should have a name. I don't know what it is, but you're going to fold the thing over, try to encapsulate the glue, block it from coming out the top, and then roll it underneath the fabric, and then guide it out the sides whilst preventing it from coming to the top. Which, trust me, this should have a specific name, because I don't know what the hell how to describe this movement. But I think you get it. Just think that, hundreds of thousands of years of human language development, we should have a name for this movement. I don't know what the hell it would be, but whatever. Maybe there is a name. Okay, and then maximize pressure in the middle and roll your hands outwards. Okay, what's looking a lot cleaner than the first one. At least the top section is. The bottom section I don't really care that much about the insole there anyway, but I'm just gonna press it down. There's not enough glue underneath this. But yeah, that can be, figured out later on. I could just suck some of this into a syringe and inject it more precisely where I want it. This is just for getting me through the week. Got way too much glue there still. Way too much. Just got here. It's starting to dry up a bit, that's alright. Don't get glue on the face material if you can avoid it. What I noticed about SHOEGOO is it comes out really thick, but as you press it, it seems to respond pretty well by thinning out just with pressure. I mean, maybe a dilution would be best, but I think as a base glue, SHOEGOO is not a bad thing to start off with. If you had some kind of solvent, I guess according to the Wikipedia page, it's naphtha. If you had that solvent, then you could choose whatever viscosity you wanted. What the hell was that noise? Must have been a bird. Alright, well, done it as good as I can. I will review this video and let this dry. This seems better than the first one, at least.